people, welcome again to the Nava's Kitchen. Greetings. It is always exciting to be standing here welcoming you to another beautiful episode. So today we're making lemonade. We're going to have some pineapple, strawberry, and the lemon in there, but we're also going to infuse two amazing flavors in there. A hint of ginger and also some rosemary. Before we get started, why don't you go ahead and encourage your sister. Give me a thumbs up already. I know you already love this video. Let's wash our hands and start. All right, so friends, a quick run through our ingredients. I have the pineapple to begin with. It is fresh. I just picked it up from the store. And then I also have my lemons, followed by the strawberry. These are very ripened, so they are super sweet and delicious. You may substitute with watermelon, by the way, if you don't have them. Then we have the ginger. Now the ginger, that ginger essence is necessary in this recipe. We also have our fresh rosemary, but if you don't have fresh, you can substitute with 2 teaspoons of dried rosemary. Please do not omit the rosemary, because that's what's going to bring that, oh my God, why is this drink so delicious factor? It is the wow factor in this recipe, so be sure to include that. Now the next step in this preparation is to thoroughly cleanse our fresh produce, because we're not going to cook these ingredients. So here is where our distilled or white vinegar comes in handy. I have just poured in half a cup full of it, and it will sit in the 1 gallon of water with the vinegar for about 5 minutes. While our fresh produce sit in the water and vinegar solution, we're going to prepare a simple syrup. We need same amount of sugar to water. That's how you prepare a simple syrup. Okay? And in this simple syrup, we're going to take it from simple or mediocre to elevated. Yes, there is where we add our fresh rosemary. So while it cooks, it is going to be extracting the flavor from and the aroma as well from the fresh rosemary. Now there are 6 lemons that I'm going to be incorporating into this recipe. So I have removed one of them and I'm peeling the rind off, the rind or the skin, trying really hard not to include too much of the white because it can render your drink bitter, and that's not the taste we're going for. Now, a lot or most of the lemony essence is stored in the rind, in the oils that is in the rind. So because we're making lemonade, we really want to be sure that we're not distracted by the other flavors that are going on. So therefore, you want to bring that essence into your syrup. So that's why I'm peeling this, because they're going to go into the syrup right now before we introduce them to heat, to extract that lemon essence into the syrup. Perfection. Let's make our syrup. That rosemary and the rind of the lemon, wow, it is going to really take this from mediocre to top notch. Say it loud, Sister Nanaba. Yes, this syrup is going to be fragrant and proud. Now, in order to extract the fragrance into the syrup, gently, gradually, and steadily, you want to have your pot on the lowest heat setting. The minute it comes to a boil, that extraction process will begin. Give it a quick and yet gentle stir, just to combine the sugar and the water. Now, as soon as this mixture gets warm, the extraction of the lemon rind flavor as well as the rosemary will also begin. All right, it's been 5 minutes. So our fresh produce should be free completely of any impurities. So remove them from the water and vinegar solution and run the tap water over it until it is completely cleansed also of the vinegar and its fragrance and taste. Now our strawberries are prepped and ready to go. So are our lemons, followed by the ginger. And now we're going to clean the pineapple. Now what I do is I immerse that in there and scrub it really well, and then I rinse it as well. And that's good to go too. Perfect. We have clean and fresh produce ready for the next step, which is juicing. Now, before we do that, let's check on our simple yet sophisticated syrup and see how it's doing. It's come to a boil. All right, friends, so this is done. We don't need to cook it any further. It cooked for only 10 minutes. And as you can see, just take a look at the syrup. You can tell it's even turned color. And it is during moments like this when I wish that YouTube had a smell-o-vision so you could be in your home and experience this delightful rosemary and lemony essence coming through. It's like in your face. Move the pot off of the range so it can cool down. That's going to give us some time to prepare the rest of our ingredients. So let's move to our workstation. So there will be no further cooking going forward. Therefore, your work surface and your equipment have to be squeaky clean and free of contamination. What I'm doing is milking my lemons. All right, by rolling them with a little pressure helps to really release those juice, makes it easier to juice them. And you also get a bigger bang for your money, right? So you get all the juice there is in these lemons out. All right, so after that, I'm going to cut them into halves. I'm also going to reserve a few slices, just 3 slices for garnish later on. So think ahead. This is a lemonade, so you want to make sure that the lemons are prominent, that you can see them even inside the drink to show your drinkers that this has got some lemon in there. It's got some really beautiful citrus in there. So I'm going to juice it now and set the juice aside. Right after that, I'm going to work on the pineapple, and I'm going to take the skin off without taking too much of the flesh of the actual pineapple off. And we're still not going to discard the pineapple skins because they have medicinal and immune boosting properties. So we will reserve them. After removing the skins, don't discard the peel of your pineapple because you can use it to make sobolo, an authentic sorrel or hibiscus tea from Ghana. So I'll reserve it, store it in the freezer for when I'm ready to make that authentic drink. And next step is to cut up your pineapple into smaller pieces so they can fit in your blender or your juicer. I include the core as well because there's a lot of juice in there also. So they go into my blender because that's how I'm going to be juicing my fresh produce today. And to the pineapples, I will be also prepping my ginger and adding it. Now for the ginger, I cut them against the direction of the strands in them so they can also blend smoothly for us to be able to extract the most food out of them. Then add the lemon juice with all the pulp in it. All right, so in this blender, I have all the lemon juice as well as the pineapple and the ginger, and I've also added 2 cups of water. We're going to blend it and then strain to get the juice. Now friends, remember to use the kind of water you will drink to blend and juice your ingredients, because remember, we're not going to be doing any cooking going forward. Also, if your blender is not strong, then feel free to blend it twice. So juice it or strain it at this stage. And when you get all the pulp out, you can add a little more water to it in your blender and blend it a second time and then strain it to get all the food out. I didn't need to do that. All right, so we are all done. I just rinsed the blender up with some more drinking water and added it to the pulp, and I'm going to strain it until I have nothing but chaff or pulp right there. Done. Next step is to work on our strawberries. I'm just going to remove the heads off, add a little water to it, and blend. Now these strawberries, as I stated before, are very ripened, so they are extremely sweet and delicious, which I love about these. I almost ate all of them before I was done even preparing the drink. So I add some drinking water to it and blend it so really smooth. And I love straining this because I was left with only the seeds. So I got every food I could get out of these strawberries, which was just lovely. Yes, so now we're combining the strained strawberries with the strained pineapple, ginger, and lemon juice. Look at those colors, very beautiful. I rinsed the blender up with some more drinking water and rinsed the seeds, and that's all I had left in the strainer. Perfect. Yes, so we're going to stir everything up and also strain the simple yet sophisticated simple syrup. What a mouthful of deliciousness, right? All right, so fragrant. Oh wow, so fragrant. So strain it up and just look at the color of it. It's like liquid gold. Perfection right there. Now the lemon rind, I have to tell you, it became a snack because what happened to them is they became candied. Yes, sweet, citrusy, and just lovely. I snacked on all of them. I did not throw any of them away. So I felt like a winner. I did not waste anything at all in Nanabe's kitchen today. So yes, now we're going to combine our syrup with our juiced components, and we are done preparing this lovely and refreshing lemonade. I hope that you're able to try this recipe, friends and family. You, your friends, your loved ones, whoever your drinkers are, will find this drink to be refreshingly delightful. They will be grateful for the effort, I promise you. Yes, so now we are all set and we are done. We're going to combine the syrup with the drink. Just look at those colors. Friends, if you are enjoying yourself as I am right now, please be sure to click on that thumbs up button. Yes, please go ahead and show me some love because you see the effort here now, don't you? Look at that color. Now that foaming substance that has formed on the top, no worries. What I do is I just skim it off. You can also leave it on as it sits and rests and marry the flavors and marinate sort of. It kind of dissipates, it goes away, so you don't have to worry about that. But I wanted to serve it right away, so I have some ice going into my serving vessel, and it's just I just used my candy container. I was like, listen, this is going to look really cute in this container. So yeah, there you have it. I put some ice in there, and then the drink goes over top of it, and then I place my garnish. The 3 slices of lemon I reserved from the beginning, and of course some fresh rosemary as well to show my drinkers that there's rosemary and lemon in this lemonade. Friends, be sure to give me a thumbs up. You see the effort here. What a refreshing, lovely summer drink. It's summertime, and we all could use a bit of this brightness to quench our thirst. I served some of this drink with my acheke and fried fish recipes coming up shortly. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, friends and family. It's always delightful to have you around. Make it a great day, and as always, have fun, especially in that kitchen.